TBS on a Monday. We got some good stuff going on here for you folks, as you see right here. I got some stick figures as representation of people. And the reason why is because I have to do the childlike kindergarten effect. What you see in front of you is what's called the DINAR, okay? The DINAR is a revaluation of the Iraq currency. In other words, $800 will buy you $1 million, okay? So now, that's supposed to revalue to turn into 30 million or 3 million, whatever the hell number they decide the gurus are pumping. The thing of it is, folks, it won't revalue overnight, okay? So let's get started. Here's how it starts. Okay, it's almost like a virus, a DINAR virus. And what happens is, it's pumped on by these gurus. Now, as you see here, the first guy standing there telling the one guy that, oh, look at the DINAR, you're going to get rich quick. And so what happens is, it's pumped on to the next person. And he sees it, and then it goes to the next person. And then he sees it, and then it keeps going and going and going. And this little thing here gets going till it gets to the last guy where somebody, a financial expert, will actually say, that's bullshit. So when he calls out bullshit, you're called a naysayer. And that's what you're called. And it goes right back to the next person, and it goes back to the next person, and it goes back to the next person, until you're considered a troll. At this point, you now are considered a troll on Twitter, and they will start blocking you. And the reason why is because it went back to the same first guy who started this bullshit, whether it be a friend, a co-worker, or somebody, maybe even a mod that was pushing it. So then it goes back to troll. Now, the naysayers will now start calling you a troll, which means block you. They don't want to hear it, because they want to get rich quick. So the last guy starts laughing. He starts laughing at you fools, because, fools, there's no proof of it. It will revalue. Kuwait never revalued, and that you can go Wikipedia and check that out. It never revalued. So then, he laughs, and he says, you retards, the gurus are making the cash, not you fools. And then he goes, well, something to think about. Goes right on back down the line again. It's been happening on We Are the People, on Twitter. Check it out. Now it gets to the very last guy, and he's kind of panicking. He doesn't know what to say because he's the one that started the bullshit. And like I said, friend, coworker, mod, somebody told you somewhere along the line, you heard about it. And most people didn't buy into it, but a lot of people did. So here's what happens. You're holding on to this dream of getting rich quick and for a retirement that you never saved for. What ends up happening is that person, whether it be a mod or a friend, he doesn't know what to do. So he says, what do I tell them? That he's lying. Okay? About what? Then it goes on further to say that I do this for free. That these people, that these gurus do this shit for free. It's being pumped on DINAR, massive DINAR websites. That this whole shit is being pumped. And they all say they're doing it for free, these mods. And these gurus. Okay, here's what happens after they do that. And then the last person says, okay, and then what happens is, someone like Tony, who's well recognized, he'll sit there and say, well, I'll tell them then. And then he pops out the message. There's Mr. Renfro. My intel says any minute now, trust me. Well, guess what? He's been saying that for 5 to 6 years now, any minute, any day. So what happens at this point, people start calling out bullshit. The guy that's now told you, or friend, coworker, or family, or friend, is now caught in between you and the guru. Because you're getting called bullshit. Because these people are catching on. And what happens, you see me on the very end over there, I'm starting to smile now. So now you start to get 3 bullshits going on. Now, it goes right back to all his friends and his friends and his friends are now saying bullshit. And then me saying, haha, Tony, TNT. And then you got the last guy saying, oh crap. And so what happens at this point, they start asking for donations. Because once they realize so many people have caught on to their bullshit scam by this guy, they realize this son of a bitch here has pulled a wool over your eyes. Now, Here's what this piece of shit says. He'll tell you, you'll be careful now, your family will turn on you, your friends will turn on you, and he'll tell that he has said it time and time again, to hell with them. This is where this bastard comes into play. He'll turn you against your own family and friends because they're calling you out because they're calling him a liar. So then he tells you to tell them, the hell with them, ignore them. Here's what you need to understand. This fucker right here owes you nothing. You know why? Because your family and friends will always be there for you. This fucker is looking out for his own self-interest. He doesn't give a rat's ass about you. He never did. If he did, he wouldn't be spewing out his lies. He'd be telling the truth. The thing of it is, folks, he has single-handedly turned you people against each other. Because you're called a naysayer, he says call them naysayers, call them trolls, block them. He is turning you against your own family and friends. This guy owes you nothing because he is not your friend. He is a con artist. And at the end of the day, he could give a rat's ass about you. At the end of the day, you've turned on your own family and friends. This guy is a venomous, vile fucking snake. Tony, you fucking disgust me, you piece of shit. So, on that note, let's have a good day. Let's see what kind of bullshit he's got to say today. And by the way, folks, all these websites that are pumping guru information, they're all in on it. They're all doing the same shit. They're all trying to get you to buy. Anytime you go to a website, Tony has already done his. Tony's got his, where his money is found so far out throughout the internet, it's ridiculous. The other gurus don't have his pull. They have buy it on their websites. Don't fall for it. I will tell you this. It took 10 years from 1,680 dinars for $1 American to right now, which is 1186, 1184. That's the change it took in 10 years. And this guy here is telling you it's going to RV overnight into millions so you can be rich? It's fucking pathetic. It won't happen. And if they did, it would be a hyperinflation. So many nations have already done that. If they were to do that, it would not give you millions on end. You might make an extra 1,000. That's about it. You will not be multi-millionaires. This whole thing is a fucking scam. Don't fall for it, people. If you have it, fine, hold on to it. But do not plan on being a millionaire. You might make 1,000 of more than what you paid for it. That's about it. This guy here has made millions selling dinars with his name under sterling. He's a businessman and a con man. And I hope you enjoyed this segment. Adios.